But my uncle, he was anytime he says something really funny that relates to this conversation, which is when I ask him like, what do you think about this? Like, what if I get this, put this on my resume and whatever? And he says, listen, you're asking me, a middle class guy, for advice. I'm gonna give you middle class advice, right? Right? Like I'm gonna give you, if you want to make it, don't ask me for advice. I'm a middle class guy. Ask somebody else, right? Ask somebody that's actually made it. Somebody in the upper class or something. Somebody who's you're trying to get to where they're at, right? So it's
Hmm.
like middle middle class advice. It's just
Yeah.
it creates, the cycle keeps going from it, right?
And I would think I would also add, because my parents came from Egypt, so an immigrant story, same thing. They came here to establish themselves, right? I feel like my job right now, I'm 28 years old. My job is to build my network and explore this country because my parents haven't even left Virginia. I mean, they've never been to the West Coast. They've been to Florida. They've been to the beach, like typical places, right? But they haven't been to the Midwest. They haven't been to Texas. They haven't been to Maine, right? So I feel like my job is to explore the country, build a brand, and build my network. That way, when I have kids, Jabril asked me, like, "Are you going to take your kids to public school or private school?" I was like, "Well, if I already have all those contacts, I can use those contacts for my leverage. For example, my kids wants an Islamic, teacher. I can use an imam that we brought on the podcast. Somebody wants to become a basketball player. I can go ask the Jamad, right, who's crushing it out in Boston. Like, hey, can you train my daughter? You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
our job is to network, but then our kids' job, we have to help them, is we have to gather all the Muslims together because we're doing great things. We're just all spread out, and we're not supporting each other, and we're not uplifting each other, and we're not under each other. But it's like Tone says, my whole team is Muslim. So we get to that
Yeah.
point, they literally don't have to be Muslim, but as long as they have the same values used and have the same mission and going towards the same angle, then that's a plus. Because when our parents came here, they were just like, look, we're here, right? We're here. We got our feet on the ground. We got some money. That was our mission. Our job is done. They still think that chasing the money is something that will forever be the case, but that always stops in its tracks. So,
Yeah, money
Definitely.
has an end to it. That's a great point, bro. Money
yeah,
always has an end. You
yeah,
got to be charged with something more than that.
yeah.
Point.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah. Great conversation. Alhamdulillah. We all learn from this conversation.
Alhamdulillah.
Anytime we talk about money, there's always something to be learned, right? Success, you can't stop talking about it. There's no end to success. So